All right. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's doing amazing because I know I am. My name is Chad. I'm a motion designer, and I'm learning to draw every day just to prove to people that it's not that hard. Okay, we're still doing anatomy. Drinking some water. Drink some water if you haven't. And I guess we can just get started, really. We have nothing else really to just like do or talk about. Yesterday we watched Proko do the tracing. It's very interesting. The more you watch him, the more you sort of like see what sort of like muscles he traces. So that's interesting. So since we ran out of the models that he provided, I'm going to pick a few from Pinterest, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do trace two sort of like models, and then watch him do one. So that's how it's going to go. My Pinterest is full of typography now. Whoa, that's cool. Alright, this is going on Pinterest. Let's look for illustration. These are my pins. I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. High fashion photo shoot. Nope. References. Poses, references, drawing, anatomy, no, anatomy, reference, yes. Ooh, okay, this is fire. This one is fire. Is this even a real? This feels like an illustration. Wow. This feels like a drawing. It is a drawing, isn't it? I can't even fucking tell. AI modified? What does that mean? Bro, I knew it, bro. I knew it. Okay, if it's AI modified, how would I trust its anatomy? No, I'm not gonna trust that. Okay, we've done too many backs. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Okay, I am not going to do that. This one is fine. And for this, we can grab this right here, right, and apply it. There you go. Reduce the opacity a little bit. Okay, we're going to do like only the upper body, since I haven't really been doing any of the legs really. And interesting, because he didn't show the legs as well in his references, did he? He didn't, or he didn't pay attention to them at least. So that's good. The upper body has like way more muscles anyways. All right, so what we know now is there's multiple muscles in here, and there's this one right here. So okay, first things first, we can do the chest, and for the chest it is 3 parts too. We cannot see them here, so that's going to be a little bit difficult, and I kind of forgot how he did the division on the 3 parts. Okay, this is a collarbone. Bones don't count, right? All right. There's this one. There's this one. This is a bony area. Dude is not that muscly. Let's just like keep that in mind. And he's not that bad. I mean, he is ripped. Just not as much muscles as the ones we have done previously. I believe there were like some muscles in here. I don't know where they go exactly. I forgot. I did forget. This is the bicep. I think it connects to here. Something is peeking out of there, so let's do that. And then we have this arm. Now, I kind of forgot. I think it should be, I'm not sure. There's this one right here and this one right here. So they're on the sides. And so when doing this, we kind of like do see both. We do see both, yes. So I'm trying to imagine it. So I think there's this muscle right here. Right? And I'm gonna assume like it's this right here. I don't know what goes on in the middle though. Maybe a big chunk of one of these two muscles is, occupying this area. frankly, I'm not sure. Okay, let's keep going. Triceps. Biceps. I don't know what goes on here, so this is what I'm talking about. I think it's this one right here. Right, and this one goes there. Okay, now this upper body. Let's do the abs first. Let's do his nipples as well. Because why not? Abs are not perfect, so we're gonna do a little bit of that. A little bit of this. They're sort of like in a pose where they're extruded a little bit and then they're in like a weird shape. Right, and then I think there's a couple of muscles here that we can't see. And I'm not sure if these are actually muscles or just like the bones of the rib cage. So there's this, right? We know that. And then there's sort of like this, I think. Right? And then we have this one right here we can see, and then this one right here we can see. And then sort of like crossing them is there. And then this one, this is the big sort of like excuse me. Okay, so this one right here. I am not sure about any of this, which is okay. It's okay. Alright, we're gonna do the rest just like whatever. And there it is. Okay. I think the bigger groups are there. I see them, obviously. But yeah, let's choose another one. Let's choose another one. Do we do a woman? I feel like I can't see much of most women references are just like, oh, this one's not bad. I don't know if YouTube can handle it though. Okay, I mean, seeing the ribcage helps very much. But other than that, really, it's just like I'm tracing over nothing. I think I'm gonna do another man because this is not... I'm not seeing enough. I've seen, yeah, this one I think. Ooh, okay. Even the legs on this one we can see. Wow. Is this influenced by AI as well? Or is this real? Alright, damn. Bro has been... Alright. Bro is dry as well. Bro is not hydrated. I'll tell you that. Okay, at least we see like this triangle right here. This is good, this is good. You see this part of the muscle? Actually, yesterday Proko did this one, and I was like, what is he doing? That triangle should not be in that shape. But now I see it, thanks to this man. And then there's a lower end of this chest right here. Okay, I'm sorry, but his chest looks it is not natural. I don't believe this is natural. All right, let me do this like more. Let me do this better. So this is the whole, like, this whole thing is a chest. What do you call it? They call pecs? I think so. Same thing with here. This one is part of the chest as well. Alright. For some reason we cannot see, because the chest is like 3 parts, right? We cannot see the separation between the 2 lower parts. I would assume it goes along... It goes something like this, maybe? I'm not sure. Let me actually look at an actual diagram. Male anatomy diagram. Thank you. What the hell, bro? Why is it giving me penises? Oh my god! Oh my god. Male muscle anatomy? Yes, thank you. Okay. Is there... Alright. Male chest anatomy? Dude, give me the 3 parts, damn. Parts. Okay, there it is, I think. Yeah, so yeah, like I did. Yeah, something like that. And then we go like this, right? All right, and these, oh my god, I'm so happy we stumbled upon this, because we can clearly see, right? Right, this sort of movement. I suppose like there goes down here, I think, that muscle, that lower muscle. Again, the shoulder anatomy. Let me actually look up the anatomy of the shoulder. Shoulder muscle anatomy. It's, bro, muscle. I'm looking for the muscles. And I'm looking for the big parts. Like, don't give me these names, bro. Alright, we can see there's this group right here. Okay. Another group right here. And it's interesting how this shoulder doesn't like extrude like this. It just ends here. Or maybe it does, and it's just like we're seeing it from that angle. Alright. Bony area. There's a big muscle here. Oh my god, we can see the muscle on the neck as well. This is a blessing. This bro blessed us with his body. Okay. Down to the smallest detail as well. It's insane. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. This is amazing. Okay, now for the leg. I'm just tracing over this. I'm not really focusing on the anatomy of this because this is just like, this is a blob to me. Oh my god. Alright, contrast. Good lord. Okay, what do we do? How do I separate this? Right, this kind of works. Doesn't matter. All right, let's watch our boy Proko. Ba, 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 ba. Deltoid. Oh wait, I can see some of the anatomy here. There's 3 parts to the deltoid. The lateral head, the interior head, and the posterior head. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Nope, not you. What the? Okay, I think it's too large, that's why it's refusing to get copied. See right here? This is 3 parts. Right, so on here, man, that's all right. Let me see. Pectoralis major. Oh, it's connected to this bone? I don't even know. What? That's crazy. Is it? The scapula, which is this, I think. Yeah. The clavicle is this bone. So the scapula, the clavicle, the deltoid. And for the deltoid, there's 3 parts. There's the lateral head, the posterior head, and the interior head. The humerus. The humerus is the bone of this like arm. Yeah, so the clavicle, I think it's this, like this bone, the collarbone, the deltoid, and the humerus. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, sweet, sweet. Now we're learning words. Come on now. Oh my god, I knew it. I knew it, bro. I knew it was going to be the naked lady. I mean, I have to do it, right? I have to learn the anatomy of the woman anyways. So how do we do that on stream? Can I do that on stream? Alright, we're gonna skip that. We're gonna move on to the next one until I see like what we can do about it. Oh man. Concurrent downloads? What do you mean? The trapezius. Oh, I knew it, bro. It's only like one big part. It's one big part. The trapezius. The trapezius is like, so like the triangle behind on the back, and it's like duplicated, like one on the left and one on the right, so it makes like this diamond shape, and that's cool. Now there's a trapezius here, however, I think under it there's a levator scapulae? I'm not sure. However, I think it's a muscle that's underneath, so I don't know how that goes. There's the deltoids, and there's the latissimus dorsi, which I think is like this part. The rhomboid major. What? And then infra spinatus. Okay, infra. That can give us an idea, right? I don't see that. Alright. The trapezius. Alright, arm. The deltoid, the triceps, the biceps, and there's a brachialis and penticus. Sure. And I think that's what fills the gap between the biceps and the triceps, and I always sort of just like end up ignoring it. So that's good. It's good to know that there is there. Alright. You stop the music, yeah? Okay. Alright, let's do this one.
I got a third example of the front of the body for you. Wanted to include this one mainly because the pecs are flexed, really flexed, and you can see that dimple on the sides. This really helps to show the 3 different heads in there. So I'm starting here, you can see, with the bony landmarks. So kind of just a little orange color. You don't have to do this. You can just do it like I was doing in the other examples. But basically I just got the clavicles, I got the sternum, and I got 1 dot there at the bottom for the ASIS, anterior superior iliac spine of the pelvis.
The clavicle, this is the sternum. This like bone that's like in the middle of the collarbone. And the clavicles and the, what do you call it? The axis.
But basically I just got the clavicles, I got the sternum, and I got 1 dot there at the bottom for the ASIS, anterior superior iliac spine of the pelvis. And now I'm just starting to add the pec. So there's the division between the pec and the deltoid for the clavicular portion. Swings right in there. And then right below that, you can see pretty clear. Swings right in there, that's the sternal portion. And each portion is made up of a lot of different fibers too. It's not just going to be one flat sheet for each one of these. You're going to see overlapping fibers inside or within each section too, as you could see in how I indicated in the sternal section. On the other side, again, you got the clavicular section of the pec, swinging to the inside of the deltoid.
Oh, that's interesting. So the muscle, what is it really connected to? So it's connected to the sternum and the clavicles.
To the humerus, right there, sternal section. And I didn't add enough roundness to it initially. And down here, abdominal section, and it really wraps in when it flexes. That tendon gets pulled back towards the sternum or towards the abs, and you could really see that, how that muscle curls inward. Anterior section of the deltoid, that's the section that connects to the clavicle, and then you got the lateral section which connects to the scapula.
Next to the scapula, yes.
And then I do see a little piece wrapping back in from the posterior section.
Let's go.
Same thing on the other side. Okay, moving on to the tricep over here, or sorry, tricep, trapezius. On both sides, just establishing the border first to the connection, and then establishing the inside border. And on this side, you can't see it very well, but yeah, there is one there, and I noticed when I was doing the photo shoot that his right side is bigger. You can kind of see it there. It connects a little bit closer towards the inside, or towards the middle of the body. It's a much larger volume. So he was not symmetrical in the trapezius area. And then the sternocleidomastoid muscle to the pit of the neck. Tricep to the tendon. Okay, from the elbow there's that tendon, and then you got the tricep again on the other side. And there's the separation. Tricep is another one of those pretty difficult muscles.
Oh, wait, so the tricep really separates between the front and the back. Interesting.
3 heads, and especially on the inside view, I find it pretty difficult. Okay, brachialis and then bicep.
Brachialis.
Bicep again on this side. Zoom in a little bit. And that tendon of the bicep goes in inside the forearm to the bone. Same thing with the brachialis. There's the ridge muscles, which connect up at the humerus. They're a forearm muscle, but they connect to the muscle, or sorry, to the bone of the upper arm, which is the humerus. And then that ridge group swings into the inside of the thumb area. So there's that tendon, and then it connects up here to the meaty part. Trying to identify where that extensor group for the thumbs is. So I'm trying to track the tendon, so it goes to the index finger in here. So the extensors go to the index finger, and then to the left of that would be the thumb group. Okay, it's going to be the same thing on this side. The mirror image. So I'm starting by tracking tracking that tendon of the extensor group. The ridge group just wraps around to the front, and there's the thumb extensors.
Wow, he's starting to lose me now.
Yeah, a little bit of the flexors visible on the other side right there. Okay, let's move back to the torso. There's a lot of focus on the arms. So for the abs, I'm going to start with just a gesture. Or not a gesture, just kind of an outline of the border of the abs. Directional lines for external oblique fibers. Can't really see much in there. A lot of it's covered with the arm, and there's a cast shadow there. So can't really see much tonal information, so I'm not going to indicate too much of it, just some directional fibers. And then in here, same thing. Almost done with this one. Not too much information actually in the lower part of the torso there. We're pretty much just seeing abs and a little bit of external oblique. This pose is all about the arms and the pecs. Alright guys, if you want, you can add some fiber information and paint in some white spots, some light spots for the bones and tendons. And then what I actually did after I stopped recording is I cleaned up the abs a little bit. I created an outline for each ab instead of just kind of creating a grid. So I think it looks a little bit better when it's indicated that way. Okay, thank you for watching, and thank you for...
I think compared to the one I did, okay, it's interesting I'm gonna take a look at the one I did. It's this one. I guess I kind of like did mostly okay, especially with the pecs. I mean, I indicated like this lower part and this the middle part, and then this the one that connects to the clavicles. Yes, I know what that's called now. So that's good. And I think I indicated this area of the shoulder. I forgot its name, and then this main area here. Okay. So what I would change is this actually. I didn't know the triceps is actually kind of like, it can be seen from both sides. So maybe what I would do is do this, right? Just like a little bit of this, right? Just to indicate that the tricep just like goes behind, you know. there's a bunch of lines going on here, so I'm not gonna go into it because they're probably wrong. Maybe like the bicep is right. This middle one, I forgot its name. Its name is hard. Is this one? This one can maybe connect like he did to this part right here for the thumb. Same thing here. It's gonna go. Let it go. And yeah, maybe we can do these sort of like muscles as well. Right? Yeah, that's a bit more defined. That looks better. And yeah, for the actually the neck muscles of these, I forgot what they're called. I need to remember them. This is almost correct. This is correct. And there's this one right here. These neck muscles as well, right? So overall, this is not bad. I don't hate it. Okay, I think we're good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. Good things are coming, inshallah. And yeah, peace out.